Question number two. Question number two is essentially the same question, but with just a subtly different way of thinking about it. So, okay, the project architect working on a large interior build-out for a law office is trying to figure out whether the project is on budget so far. The client has signed off of the design development phase of the project. The timesheets show that there has been approximately 350 hours of time with project designers who are paid $25 an hour, approximately 150 hours of time with general architects, some of the team architects who are paid about $32 an hour, and approximately 100 hours of time with the project architect and the project manager, and they're paid about $40 an hour. How much should the firm have billed so far? So again, we're at that same point, the end of design development. So we should be approximately 35% of the way through. So we actually already know that the answer is D, because we just went through it. It's 35% of the way through. That's the closest one. 35,000 is going to be way too low comparatively. 17,000 doesn't make sense. I do think that A, how the hell should I know, is a pretty good answer for pretty much any question on the exam, but obviously not relevant here. So what is this really getting at? So the first thing it's trying to get you to realize is that how much you're paying people per hour is only one part of the story. So the fact that some folks are being paid $25 an hour, some are 32, some are 40, that's important to know, but it's not actually, when we think about billable hours, that's not the thing that's driving it. It's the billing rate that somebody goes for. Now, if we just added up these numbers, the 350 hours at $25 an hour, et cetera, then you would end up at that 17.5. So that gives you a sense of the sort of scale of the numbers. But as I said, that's not enough. You need to have enough money coming in that's going to pay for a portion of the rent, a portion of the insurance, a portion of the vehicles and travel expenses, the portion of the computers and the general liability insurance, and all of those other things will add up onto these numbers. So typically, in a general way, you'll see, depends a little bit on where you are in the country, but it'll be the hourly rate times 3, maybe 4. I usually use 3.5. So if you kind of imagine the hourly rate of somebody for the $40 an hour pay rate, then you multiply that by 3.5, that would get you in the ballpark of, let's see, 140. So you're billing the project managers and the project architects at $140 per hour, not at $40 per hour, using that 3.5 number. Now these numbers are far enough apart. Various of us could use the 3, some could use the 4, some could use 3.5. I think 3.5 gets you to about 68,000, so somewhere right about there. So you can see, like, it's not so much that it's exactly 70, it's that the only possible of the 4 answers that's anywhere near close is D. So this is the same question as the previous one. What we're talking about here is how we start to understand the flow of time through a project, and it partly has to do with the sort of expectation of schematic design, design development, and those kinds of things. Those are contractually built in at certain percentages of the project, but it also has to do with how much literal time it takes to do something, but then that's about the billable hour. And the billable hour is going to be a number that includes how much it costs somebody to work on something for an hour, but then has overhead and other costs and hopefully profits built into on top of it. So like I said, I typically use 3.5. You'll see numbers that range for multipliers between 3 and 4.
For those of you who are ready to start preparing for the ARE right now, and if you're already an AIA member, you can use coupon code 41817PJMYT to get a 15% discount for the entire duration of your ARE exam prep membership. Finally, please leave a comment below the video to let us know what you think and share any suggestions you may have. I promise we'll read every word that you write and use them to tune our next episodes. So thanks for watching.